we getting into the spookies. We doing the top tier horror icons, and we're gonna rank them from most iconic to least iconic.
Most iconic?
Yep.
We're doing iconicism.
Yep. We're doing it by how iconic we feel they were. Like how they like a lasting impact, you know? How they impact people to this day.
Oh, then this is going to be a little different. Okay.
So like a lot of these guys down here, like people don't really talk about them. You know, like people know them, but they don't talk about them. And some of these are iconics. The tier list is called Create a Horror Icons Tier List. So we're going by how iconic the horror icons are and how they feel they've impacted people. So first up, we have Michael Myers.
Mikey.
Yes.
Easy S.
I feel like he's easy.
Now hold on a minute.
I would say he is the most iconic, or he's like top 3 most iconic.
Hold on a
It's
minute.
it's just by tier.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
What am I holding on to, Blaze?
Explain myself. I believe he should be in S tier.
I also believe he should be an S tier.
I think we all agree with that.
I'm not like we can put them in order later if you guys want, but I think Michael Myers is S tier. I think that's like unquestioned.
Okay. So are we gonna do that though? Are we gonna organize them right off the bat, or are we just gonna put them in the tier list and then you want to organize it afterwards?
I think we should organize it afterwards.
Okay. Then I guess we're starting off with the first 3. Very easy.
Yep.
We'll go to Jason.
Yep. And then we got Jason Voorhees.
S. Yes.
Easy S tier. The easiest.
Personally, I'd put him above Michael. I'm gonna put him above Michael because that's just me. That's just me.
I'm gonna wait to organize them till the end, like we said. I'm gonna wait, but as of right now, I do agree with you. I think they're about even, but I'll wait till the end. Next up,
It really depends. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say next we got Freddy Krueger.
You already know what it is.
Freddy's probably my least favorite.
We going
Out
S
of the
or
3,
A?
He's iconic, but he's
most scariest. He's probably the most scariest out of the 3.
I mean, dude, he killed a bunch of kids. That shit's not cool. I personally am not down with that.
If it were like if it were up to me, he's going somewhere high on this tier list. Like he's either going S or A. If you guys,
he's S. I would probably put him above Michael, but for iconic, absolutely not. Michael is probably the or right there next to Jason. It's definitely between Michael and Jason who's more iconic.
So we going S tier for these?
Oh yeah, he's
boys?
S. Freddy's S.
Yeah.
Carson?
Yeah.
All right.
Who is that fella?
All right, this next guy, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who this is. I'm gonna depend on you guys.
Yeah. Does anybody know who he is? Because I don't know who he is. I thought he was Hannibal Lecter, but I don't know.
Oh, that's some old guy.
I'm calling in my
Anybody know
left
who he
line. I
is?
don't know who this is.
No idea.
You guys don't know?
All right, IDK.
All right, I don't know. All right, the next one. Do you guys know who this is?
She's a girl from Sleepaway Camp.
Sleepaway Camp.
I do. Yeah.
Sleepaway Camp.
She's the I don't know if any of you guys ever seen it, but think of it kind of like Friday the 13th, like classic, not the zombie Jason, but think of it like that.
Did it stick with
More
you
of like part one,
in
two.
like a has it stuck with
Nah.
you throughout the years?
No.
No.
Dude, I watched this back in like junior high, and what happened was I woke up in the middle of the night, saw it on TV, and I was like, ooh, because I like scary movies, so I was like, ooh, I'm gonna watch this, and that's how I remember this.
And
I
that's
don't
it?
even know
Rest
what
of that
the movie
night.
was called until Dead Meat did a kill count, and I was like,
Yes,
oh,
yes.
that's what that's called.
So D
That's where
tier.
I saw
It
it.
wasn't even that one. This is the
It's a
first
D
one.
tier.
But I seen the
D-
second
D
one.
tier?
Yeah, I put it at D tier.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any objections? I want this to be a fair tier list. Does anyone have any objections?
No.
If somebody says C, I wouldn't argue, but definitely not B or above.
See? That's why I say
put it
any
in C.
objections.
D.
All right.
So, what do you think, Carson?
See?
Is that what we're going to see?
Yeah.
For camp.
C or
Sleepaway
D?
Camp.
All right.
C?
C. We'll go with C. We'll
C.
go with C. Don't get me wrong. They weren't bad movies.
I'll trust
they just
you
didn't
and
need
your.
great.
I'll trust
Let
you.
me introduce the next guy.
All right. I'll let you introduce him.
Coming in at 6'1".
Coming in at 6'1".
Boomstick in his left hand.
Boomstick in his left hand, chainsaw on the other.
Ashley Williams.
Ashley Williams.
Really? Is that Ash?
Yeah.
Looks.
I honestly don't know if I got.
Oh, you
the
got it.
honors
You got it.
right.
What do you
Okay.
think?
Is it Ash?
Tip.
I would probably put Evil Dead at A tier. I don't think they weren't super iconic, but I think they definitely made their own spot. But I don't think they were nowhere near as iconic as like Jason, Michael, and I'll wait till we get to a few others, but that's just me. I would say A.
That's where I'm gonna have to disagree
I'm
with you.
putting him in S at the top of S.
I wouldn't put him at the top of S. I was about to say you guys can
top of S.
try to convince me to put him in S,
list
but
like
he's not
10,
going in top of
10
S.
You've
I
never
can
watched the
like-
movie.
That's
I've seen them
true.
all. I've seen them all.
But
Well, I know you
didn't-
have Guillermo.
I didn't know who Ash Williams was until recently. I knew who all these other killers were.
I mean, if I did, I'd put him at the back of S because
That's what I'm
like I
saying.
said, there's so many.
Like I can be
There's
convinced
so many
to put him in
icons
S.
that
I'll
I'd
trust
put
you
above him.
guys, but he's not going at the top.
All right,
of
you
S.
got your thing. I got my thing, man. I'm putting him in at the very top.
I'll put him in S tier.
Anybody know
We
the
can
next
put him
guy?
in S
He
tier. We
looks
can put him in
familiar,
S
but I
tier.
don't think I know what he is.
Yeah, who's the next one?
You want me to tell you guys?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Carson?
Okay, so IDK.
No idea.
I know I've seen him before, but I don't know like where he's from. I want to say he's from The Thing, but I could be wrong, and I don't want to guess the wrong thing.
Yeah.
Ha.
All right.
Yeah.
He's not
Next.
in the thing.
And then,
I'll tell you that right
We
now.
got Ghostface.
right.
Hello, Sydney. It's an honor.
All right, S tier. S tier.
Ghostface
That
I'm
S
is
tier.
between
definitely-
Michael and Freddy.
I think
Michael and
I
Freddy.
think Ghostface.
I like that. I like that.
I think Ghostface should go in
I'd say
front
he
of
was
Freddy.
behind Freddy, but if you guys,
I like
Yes.
Ghostface more than
yeah,
Freddy.
I wouldn't mind him if they were front or behind.
I think Ghostface
But he's somebody I would definitely put above Ash.
was scary. He was the stealth killer. Like he scared the crap out of me as a kid.
Unfortunately, Scary Movie was my first Ghostface movie, so like I couldn't take Ghostface serious because I've always thought he was a comedic guy. When I
Oh.
first saw Scream, I thought it was weird because I was expecting some jokes,
Yeah.
some funny one-liners, but it was just him gutting people up,
Yeah.
which was cool. I was just expecting some funny stuff.
Yeah.
So like my first Ghostface movie was actually Scary Movie 1, and that's why I love Ghostface.
Yeah. I like
He's
Ghostface a lot. Ghostface
Cool
was
guy.
the horror guy for me when I was growing up.
Cool guy.
All right.
And to me, I really don't. Oh, go ahead.
Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, there's probably to me only one Ghostface movie, Scream movie that probably I didn't like, but other than that, I think the other five were really good.
Really?
That's
Only like
good.
the first two.
Blaze, Carson, you guys have any disagreements with Ghostface being ahead of Freddy right now?
Carson's sleeping.
No disagreements.
Carson sleeping?
Oh,
Carson, wake up.
huh?
What do you think?
I said no. I said leave him.
Leave him. I like him.
All right. Next up, we got Alien.
Xenomorph.
Xenomorph.
That's tough.
I say A.
I want to say A.
I want to
'Cause
say
I don't think
S.
he's up there with like Jason, Ghostface, Ash. I don't know.
People-
Actually, I don't know.
I-
Actually, I don't know.
I could
See, that's my thing. Is I would put Xenomorph above Ash.
I feel like if there was
That's
a
fine.
Royal
I feel like if there was a Royal Rumble,
this guy would like come out.
this guy would like come out next after the other people that we already put down.
Oh yeah, no. Like dangerous wise, the reason what makes a Xenomorph dangerous is they're like made of acid. So like even if you shoot them and wound them, you have to do it from a distance. Otherwise, you're gonna get inflicted. Or
Yeah.
if they have a face hugger coming out, you're most likely doomed. So a
Yeah.
Xenomorph is hands down, especially if you played Alien Isolation, that is your Resident Evil 7, but scarier.
Yeah, it's like a good reference. But what about like iconic? I think the
See, that's the
Xenomorph
thing.
is
I don't
like
think he's super iconic, but people like him. Don't get me
People-
wrong. I just don't think he's
like if you show somebody a Xenomorph, just the shape, and they say like I feel like they'd be like, hey, it's the alien from like they'll know what it is.
Yeah. That's why I'd put him at A, because I don't really want to put him at B. I think B might be a little too
I
low.
think anything below A is too low. What do you guys
Yeah,
Put him at
think?
A.
I'll keep him at A.
A?
A.
Hey, I like it.
All right.
All right. Who's this next guy?
Yeah.
This
I don't know
next
who
fella,
this
I'd
is.
like to introduce as. I don't know.
IDK, yeah. He does not look familiar at all. Unlike the second guy that at least I can come up.
This
I
dude
know
is
I've seen
from
his face.
My Bloody Valentine.
Really?
Oh. Are you talking about the guy with the mask?
Yeah.
I've seen pictures of him,
That's
but I have
what
no
it
idea
is.
who he is, what he does.
Are you sure that's him?
I've seen him before. Blaze is right, because isn't he on Dead Meat? Like, didn't he do a kill count?
I think so. I don't know.
It might be.
I'm on YouTube. Actually, let me check.
Try to see
Bloody
who this guy is.
Valentine. Dead Meat. Because I think that's the thumbnail. Yep, it is. It's his thumbnail with him. But no, I've never watched it. I didn't even see the kill count.
Never
So
seen
I
it?
don't know him personally. But
I'm
if
gonna put him
Blaze
at
or Carson
C.
does,
You,
I was
you
going to say,
wanna
I'll
put him
let
at
them.
C-
I'll let them.
But have you guys seen the movie?
Yes.
Was he good in it?
Okay.
He was okay compared to all these other people.
Was
He
he
was
killing
killing
people?
Did you like him better than the one girl from Sleepaway Camp?
I don't know. They're kind of on par, really. I know.
Or
I'd say
no?
no.
All right, I'll put him in the back of C.
No? Okay.
I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that. You guys want to move
this
on
next
to the Killer Clown, Pennywise?
Pennywise? Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's one of them ones from outer space.
Nah, this is
It's,
Pennywise. man.
No, it's from It.
He's
I
up
don't
there.
think he's
So I
crazy.
don't know about S.
He is.
I
No, he's not
think
S. I know
I
that
think
for a fact.
he's either
Especially
A
like
or
the
B.
90s Pennywise.
I think he's A or B.
Yeah, I like the Xenomorph over Pennywise personally.
Me too.
Like,
So
all right,
I'll put him right.
I would either put him.
A.
I think it's like this, right?
Okay.
With the new It movies, he blown up in popularity, but when the old It movies were out, like he wasn't as popular. You know what I mean? The new It movies are what blew him up. Now everyone
Still a
knows who
popular
Pennywise
character.
is.
Mhm.
Before
But
that,
before they didn't really, because it was an old movie. It came out in what, like the 60s?
Actually, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm thinking about putting him in B. To be honest with you.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking either B or the back of A.
you're putting him in the back of A.
Yeah, that's
I'll put him in the back of A.
say the
I'm
back
alright
of
with
A.
that. Guillermo, you alright with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah, because this next guy I put above Pennywise. Matter of fact, I might even put him at S tier because he's one
I'll
of
put him
those.
in
He's
S
like with
tier.
Michael up there.
S
He's
tier.
very
S
iconic
tier.
in a way.
When
I'm putting him
Yeah.
right behind Jason because I like him more than Michael.
next guy we got is Leatherface. I think Leatherface is like when I think horror icons, right? I think of like 5. There's 5 horror icons that come to mind when I
Five
think
Nights at
horror,
Freddy's.
and it's Michael,
They're all up
Jason,
there.
Freddy, Leatherface, and
Everybody in
Ghostface.
S
Those are
tier.
the big 5 that I always think of.
Those are the big 5. And just like the other 4 we just mentioned, they still somewhat make movies, except Freddy. I think the last one was the remake back in like 2010.
I'm thinking
Oh,
about.
and
I want
Jason.
to.
Holy
I'm thinking
crap,
of
they
putting
haven't
him
made a
in.
Jason movie in a long time.
I'm thinking of
Actually,
putting him.
no, they did make one. Never Hike Alone or something like that.
I'm thinking of putting Leatherface in front of Ghostface, and S tier.
Great idea. I'll put
I
him in
wouldn't
front of
mind.
Michael.
Cause, like I said, when I think of horror, like these are the characters I think of. You know what I mean? These are the horror icons, and like unlike a lot of these, Texas Chainsaw Massacre was based on a true story. Based on a true story.
Not 100% true.
Not 100%
Not
true,
100%
but
true.
was based off a true person. So
No, still not true. But it was based off of some guy, had nothing to do with Leatherface, but just some guy doing something at like a cemetery or something, killing people. Or
That's what he's
something.
saying. He was based off a person.
Yeah. But it wasn't like an actual guy cutting people's face off, wearing them as a mask.
Yeah,
But no,
No,
that,
he
that
would
is
cut people's like skin up, and that was like his thing.
Wasn't it?
no, but I'm saying he didn't
Wasn't
wear
it?
them like Leatherface. Like
No,
Leatherface,
but
would
he'd make
tear-
like decorations in his house, kind
Yeah.
of like how they did.
Yes. hmm
well,
That's
I mean,
that's another big thing.
because you
that
gotta
made
think,
Leatherface
like,
scary
remember
compared
in
to
the
other ones.
game it says based off true events. That's why I said that. It says it in the game. It says it in the movie.
Yeah.
But
All right. This guy, he's
Predator.
just pretty much going to be right behind Xenomorph.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I'm
my
gonna do.
opinion. I like Xenomorph better than Predator. I actually no, I like Predator better than Xenomorph, but I think Xenomorph is more iconic than Predator. I said that
do you
backwards.
think he's more iconic than Pennywise, though? That's the real question.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All right.
Oh yeah.
So A tier
Only
behind
thing
Xenomorph?
Yeah. The only thing Pennywise going with him is he's a clown, and clowns are iconic for being scary.
Do I have any disagreements?
No,
Any disagreements? Carson?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Am I the only one that likes Predator over Alien? But I
No,
would
I
say
like
like
Predator more. But
I like
I'm
the
fine with
Xenomorph's
that.
design way better than Predator's.
but I
I
do think
like the
Xenomorph is
Predator's
more
design, yeah, but I just think the Xenomorph looks cooler and is way more iconic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, do you
But
guys know
Xenomorph
who
is
this
also
next
much
guy
more
is?
scarier.
Patrick Bateman.
Yep.
Patrick
put him at
Bateman.
the
I
top
know
of
I've
A.
seen him, but I don't.
I could see him being
I
in
don't
S
know.
tier.
He
He's
could be
very
in S tier,
iconic.
but
He is very iconic.
I'll put him at the
What
top A. American Psycho. And
Oh, that is
it is.
it was a popular movie at the time. It's
It
still
still
like
is.
iconic now, not as much, but it's definitely at its time. Yeah, I'd put it at A.
Melvin, there's no way you haven't
'Cause
seen
when
this
people-
guy before.
I've never seen this guy before.
No, I have. I just never seen. The movie.
Never seen.
I've
this
never
guy.
seen the movie. That's why I can't compare him. I'm gonna put him behind all the iconic top 5 except Ash. I'll put him above Ash.
So we're putting him in
Hey,
S
where's
tier.
Ash at for you?
Hellraiser.
Putting him in S tier.
I have him at the end of S.
All
I
right.
would have put Ash
Yeah,
on
no,
like
I'm
A.
gonna put him above
All right.
Freddy.
Hellraiser.
Leatherface.
Hellraiser.
Pinboy.
Ooh.
Pinhead.
The box. You opened it. I came.
Problem I have with Pennywise.
You mean Pinhead Larry?
Pinhead.
I said Pennywise. Pinhead. Thank you. The only problem I have with Pinhead is he's not iconic. Like he's scary. He is a big face, but when it comes to being iconic, people don't really look at Pinhead that much.
Yeah.
So that's the tricky part.
I
I'm gonna
think
I can't put him in
disagree
as-
with that statement because he's up there.
I think
Not up.
I think in my personal opinion, and I know you guys may disagree with me, but I think he's either back of A or B.
Put him back of A.
Mm-hmm.
I think back of A is good. Carson?
I'm only putting him above Pennywise because Alien and Xenomorph and Predator, I'd say is more iconic than Pinhead.
Carson, do you disagree?
But the
Any
problem with
disagreements?
Pinhead is, unlike Freddy and them, is they didn't really continue making movies. Like if they would have probably kept
Yeah, they
making
did.
movies,
They made
and-
like 5 or 6 of them.
but they were all in the 80s. I think maybe one was in the 90s, or maybe one was in the 2000s. But all of those movies were like 80s. Like if you look at the other icons, they kept making movies. Except, well, no,
Well, that doesn't
Freddy,
mean
he
it's
was more
not
80s.
iconic. They don't need to keep on constantly make
But
movies.
that's what I'm
to be
telling
Yeah.
you. Pinhead isn't iconic.
In fact,
Think about it. Where do you see Pinhead posters? Where do you see a lot of? It's mostly Jason. It's mostly Michael. It's mostly
Yeah.
Leatherface. And if you look at Xenomorph and Predator over Pinhead, you see more of those guys.
That just means they make more movies.
I
Doesn't
think
mean they're more iconic.
I think
That's
that
A lot of
That's what
people would
makes him-
disagree with that.
That's what makes them iconic, though, is people
No,
want to
I
see
think
that.
what makes people want to see more Pinhead.
Yeah, there's
There's
a
a huge
lot
fan
of
base
people
for
that like
Hellraiser.
Pinhead.
There's a huge fan base for all these characters.
yeah, a lot of these characters all have a huge
Yeah,
fan
there's a
base.
Yeah, have their own fan base, especially
There's a-
Chucky.
there's a
Like we haven't
couple
gotten
of
to
them
him yet.
I think that nobody likes.
I wouldn't say nobody likes.
We doing
No, I can
A
think of-
tier?
I'm looking at one on here.
A tier?
Back away.
Back of A?
I
Pinhead?
can think of two.
We'll put 'em at
actually.
A.
Oh,
Yeah, I also don't want to fill up the S and A too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
so I
looking
want
at.
to start putting a few, but
I'm
we'll
seeing,
just,
I'm seeing a couple
but
people that
hold
can go
on,
on B and D.
hold on, because I was about to say there's a lot of killers coming up right now that I think are all going to be like B tier. I
That's
think
what I was saying.
a lot
There's
of these
oh,
are
yeah,
all
no,
just
I
gonna
agree.
be B. So,
oh yeah.
are we agreed that Pinhead is A? Are we good on that?
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
All right. Because next we have, I'm pretty sure this is Candyman.
And now I must kill you. Your death will be a tale to frighten children, to make lovers cling closer in their rapture. Come with me and be immortal.
That's probably gonna be my That's gonna be my first B
Good.
tier. Because I think
Yeah,
he's
it's a solid B.
cool, but I don't think he's nowhere near as iconic as a lot of these guys.
I think he's,
and if somebody wants to say C, I wouldn't argue with it.
I was about to say,
he
I think he's either top of C or I think he's B.
because like even his gimmick was based off of what's her name? Who's the because like to call Candyman you had to say his name in the mirror, correct? In the
Yep,
dark, or
yep.
or does it matter?
You had to
But
say,
that was
it's
based
the
off
same
of
as
somebody
Bloody
else who
Mary.
did that.
Bloody Mary.
Yep.
Mary.
Bloody Mary was the one that started
Yep.
that, so people can even argue like C tier. But just because we got 2 in C, I put him in B. We can adjust it at the end.
Blaze, Carson.
What about
You guys like
Blaze, Carson?
Candyman?
I do.
I like Candyman. I'm not just because I put him at B tier does not mean I don't like him. I like Candyman. I think all their movies they've done, which I don't think they've done a lot, but I like all of them.
Carson.
But I don't agree with B.
You don't think B?
But
I said I agree.
back of A.
Okay, yeah.
I can do back of A.
I,
But
ooh, yeah.
but
I don't want Candyman to be the first B tier.
I think
well,
Jeepers
oh, go ahead.
Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those creepers? Jeepers Creepers, where'd you get those eyes?
Yeah, I'll put Jeepers Creepers in B.
and B.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Me.
I think Jeepers Creepers should be
That
B
guy's a
tier.
piece of fucking shit. I hated him as a kid.
Oh man,
Really, I love Jeepers Creepers. I love.
he
Jeepers
was
Creepers.
cool, and when I was a kid, everyone was growing up, everyone talked about him, but like he's
He was
not
so tricky and mischievous.
he was
I loved his song.
yeah.
That was the one thing I really liked about it.
Carson,
Mhm.
yeah. You tell him, Carson.
I think the next guy is the guy from I Know What You Did Last Summer. I think.
Oh yeah, what I do? Oh yeah, oh yeah.
This guy, he's pretty good. He's not.
This is one of the
iconic,
people
though.
that I was saying that I don't think anybody really likes.
If you guys want to put him in D tier,
I
think
really
I-
want to
if I
put
got
him in
it
D
right,
tier.
The thing is, I've never watched it, so I can't really.
Those movies are goofy as hell. I like them, but they're goofy.
I'm willing to put him in D tier.
I'll put them in D. Yeah.
No.
Our first
Now this
D
next
tier.
movie is just like the Sleepaway Camp. I found this by waking up in the middle of the night.
It looks so
It was on
familiar.
TV.
What is it?
He's the guy. He grants as you wishes. I don't think he's a genie, but I forgot his name. Wishmaster. He's from the. That's what the movie's called.
I've
Wishmaster.
never seen
I liked it.
Where'd you
There's
put
like
'em?
2 or 3 movies. Either B or C.
Guillermo, do you remember
If I'm
this
the only
guy's
one-
name at all?
The Wishmaster.
Is that his name?
I don't know.
If you can't remember his name, then
Wishmaster.
I will argue that he does not deserve to be higher than B or C.
Well, no, that's why I said either B or C.
Yeah.
That's why I said.
Or
I was
D.
not putting him high at all.
Like
He
I'll
was just- he
admit,
was
he could
tricky.
be
He was one
scary
of
because
those,
I don't know
like-
anything about him. But
Oh yeah. The thing about him was he was one of those people, like, you know how there's those like evil genies that if you wish for something,
he
they'll
gave
literally
you,
do that.
He gave you the wish, but
He's like that.
No,
I've
Calypso
seen the
from
movie.
Twisted
I don't
Metal.
know the name of the character. I have seen this movie.
Yeah, so you got to be careful on like how you wish it on here. Otherwise, he'll literally like do it.
That's
So,
exactly.
I
like
put him at the end of B.
At the end of what? B?
At the end of B.
I was
Even
gonna
though
put
there's
him
only
in
2
C.
Okay, but where?
Top of C.
Front, middle, and
Top of C.
top of C. All right. All right, Lucky Charms.
Yep, we got the Leprechaun.
Leprechaun.
I think this is another C tier.
I just like
or another B
This
tier.
is another
I
character.
said C.
See, I'd put
Yeah.
him in.
He's pretty much a Freddy gimmick. Just not
I'd
as-
say.
I'm putting him at the top of C. That's
No, no,
I'd say
no,
B.
no.
This dude is
B.
very.
B.
I'd say front of B.
B.
Oh, I'd
Front of
I'll put him at the top of B. Actually, I like that. I like that.
B.
I like that a lot.
no, because I like him. I like him.
I like him.
Iconic.
He's just pretty much just a non-funny Freddy.
He's
And
freaking.
not
He's
scary.
scary too. Like if you watch his movies, he's fucking terrifying. This little fucker.
Really?
I've
He's
never
fucking
once been terrified of Leprechaun. I can't.
Yeah, I was never terrified. He was like Freddy, but just a PG version of Freddy.
Man, he scared the crap out of me as a
That's the
kid.
way I-
Yeah. I'm guessing this next person's just a fucking werewolf. The werewolf.
Does anybody know who he is? 'Cause
I don't know who
Wolfman.
this is.
No.
he looks like an old movie too.
That looks like
But
just like a.
Godzilla's wife.
I don't know what the fuck that is. That could be like.
The Wolf
Uh,
That's what
Man.
happens when Godzilla, when they made a horror movie based off Godzilla theme.
I could see Chucky being top of best.
Top Chucky right behind Ash.
Oh yeah, no,
He's top of
Chucky's
Ash.
that shit. Chucky.
Now we're on
is-
Chucky.
Hi, I'm Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end.
I didn't know where we were putting that werewolf. I thought you guys knew who he was.
I put him at IDK.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who he is. I don't think anybody
All right.
does.
So Chucky, where are we putting Chucky at? S tier?
S tier.
Yeah.
Top S.
I don't think he's top.
Ooh,
S.
I wouldn't.
I'm
I'm
not
putting him
putting
behind
him.
Freddy.
Just for us.
Yeah, you guys can, but I'm not.
I want to put him like.
I put him behind Freddy.
That's what I'm either behind Freddy or above Freddy.
Chucky's top 3.
I don't know about that.
You know, and I can't complain with that because some people do. They like Chucky a lot.
I love
There is a
Chucky.
big group that.
I mean,
I'd definitely say Chucky's the most iconic person here.
what was your guys' first Chucky movie?
The first one.
Because I'll tell you what my first Chucky movie is, and it influenced how I look at Chucky a lot, and that's why I don't think he's that high. And it was probably the worst Chucky movie.
Please tell me it wasn't Bride of Chucky. Please tell me, or
No.
Seed of Chucky.
No, it was Seed of Chucky.
I actually like that one.
That was my first.
I like all of them. There's not really one I don't like, except 3.
That was my
3's kinda
first
boring.
Chucky movie, and I thought it was so PG, because I think only like 3 people died.
PG.
It wasn't even that bad. Like, it was funny.
You must have been watching a different movie, because that's like the most dirty one.
I didn't think it was dirty. It was just his kid.
PG.
And
No,
he
I
was like,
understand what
oh,
You were young when you
means-
watched it, and it like flew over your head or something.
Yeah. Well, no, because Seed of Chucky, like compared to the other ones, like Chucky is more action. Chucky has got that more terrified theme. In Seed of Chucky, Chucky is kind of also like being a parent. So, because remember, he was trying to be scary, but then the wife, I don't know her name,
I think that's
tried
the
to tell
funniest
Chucky,
one.
try to tell him to relax because of crap face.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the funniest one.
Yeah.
Jeez.
No, I liked it. That's why I liked it because that's why I like Chucky. To me, Chucky is like a funny Freddy, just not as funny as Freddy.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people were
Chucky's really
inspired
made
by
me
Freddy.
fucking laugh, especially in the
Oh,
show.
yeah. Like I think Freddy is like the best horror comedy. A lot of people were inspired from that.
I don't know. Yeah. He definitely started it.
he deserves.
Oh, yeah.
He definitely deserves to be an S tier, for sure.
Oh yeah, no, I put
Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
That come
I
up
don't think
first
so, no.
before Freddy?
Friday or
Oh.
Nightmare King. I don't know. The Reanimator.
Yeah, who is this guy?
Is that who that is?
Who is this guy?
I know I've
That's
seen
the
him.
movie,
No,
but
I
that's
don't
not-
know.
It's the movie. I'm gonna put him at the back of
Blaze
B
That can be all right.
because
Yeah, I was
I've
gonna
never
say.
seen the movie, but I know people like him, and I know people like the movie.
I've seen his face, but I just never
What
seen
is?
his movie.
Do you know what the movie's
Now this
about?
guy,
Not really.
No.
isn't he like supposed to be like an evil doctor?
Yeah, he's like an
just-
evil scientist, doctor, whatever he is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The closest I would probably
Well,
compare it to
iconicness.
is like one of those teenage killing movies, except more with adults, and he would torture them. Not like Jigsaw though. Not like Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Greetings and welcome. I want to play a game.
Skill though, we don't even know this motherfucker.
Although
What did he say? No, Guillermo.
Me?
I
What
think
happened?
Guillermo disappeared.
am I here?
Yeah.
Am I here?
Yeah, that was weird.
Can you guys hear me?
I don't know what.
Yeah, we can
I
hear
can
you.
hear you, Melvin. I can
Okay.
hear you, Melvin.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. Like all I heard was Blaze kept saying hello, hello, and I'm just like, Blaze, can you hear me? And Blaze
Yeah,
couldn't hear
I was
me.
doing the same thing. I was like, "Can you guys?" I heard them, but they couldn't hear me. I guess.
I couldn't hear you.
Yeah, I want to be
Melvin.
straight up honest with you. After Jigsaw, I only know one other character.
I know.
And that's Jack Frost. Yeah.
I know 1, 2.
That
Three,
that
four.
girl looks really familiar.
I think she's from the fudge. What's
That's
that movie
Carrie.
called?
She looks so
think.
familiar, dude.
That's Carrie.
Oh, what's that?
That's not
No, that's not
Carrie.
Carrie.
It's
That's not Carrie. That's No, what's that freaking movie called? It's like a demon movie. I don't know her name though. She's not really that iconic. I'm gonna be honest with you.
What the
She's
fuck
really
is
not
that? I've seen that face so many times.
Let's
But
just
you know where I
do.
put Jigsaw?
Let's do Jigsaw.
Yeah, let's get back.
We haven't done Jigsaw.
Yes.
I'm putting
Yeah.
Jigsaw number 2.
Yes.
Yes.
Number
S.
2. Ooh. You know what? I can't disagree with that.
Ash, Jigsaw,
like-
and Chucky.
Jigsaw is very iconic. Jigsaw's not even in the movies after like part 5, and they still make
still.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
he is, but he doesn't have too much of a role.
yeah. But like
Flashbacks.
they made movies that are inspired by Jigsaw. And there's probably other movies out there that like got the ideas from
Yeah.
like what Jigsaw did. So even though I'm not a huge like Jigsaw fan,
Hey,
but
Easy.
it is very iconic. The problem is I really don't know where to put him on this list because I feel like Jason, Leatherface, Freddy, I don't think he's above none of those guys. So
I
it's
put
really
him in the
hard for me to
very back of S.
you're lame. All right, but
All right. Yeah.
no.
Because are you saying he's more iconic than Ash?
No, Ash is at the top. He's Jigsaw second.
For
Are you saying that he's more iconic or than the guy from the American Horror?
Yeah.
Okay.
oh
well,
yeah,
then
yeah.
we'll
Actually,
go.
yeah, I'm putting him above him. Yeah,
All right.
American
but
Horror.
that's my personal bias because I've never seen that movie. It's
Yeah,
like, too
same.
old for me. So I never really got into that one. So who knows? I might actually really like it if I
It's
saw it.
too old for you.
The movie came out in like in the late 70s or 80s.
What?
So I never.
American
I never
Psycho?
really- When did that come out?
Like in the late 2000s, early 2000s,
What?
mid 2000s.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying.
Because I
You're
don't know.
way
I
old.
didn't know about it either.
I didn't even. Yeah.
I didn't know
I
about it
didn't
either.
even know about it until I saw
I think
clips
mid
on it on YouTube.
2000.
That's crazy.
What? Hold on.
I'm looking it up right now.
Dead Meat. I believe
Like
you.
2000.
American Psycho. Wow.
You would have been 5 years old, and
Wow.
Melvin would have been like
Yeah.
12,
5 or
like
6.
19.
Oh no, 5. 5 as well. Yeah. Wow.
All right.
I gotta watch
so
that kill count.
Do you guys know who this woman is?
I
I'm
don't
gonna put her in
but she looks
IDK
familiar,
because I don't want
man.
to put it. I don't want to put it in the
It
wrong
looks
spot.
like
So
And so does that person too. What the
Deadeye.
fuck?
looks
I
like
wish
he's,
it had
um,
me. It's not a Deadeye.
he's from. No. That dude. He's from the freaking.
talking about the
Oh,
girl.
the girl.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Who? Man, it's bothering me that I don't know.
Oh,
who she
I know
is.
what you're thinking about. Psycho, Guillermo. Isn't that what it's called?
Is it called Psycho? Let's see. Dead Meat Psycho. I
I don't
know
think-
Dead Meat did a kill count. It's like kind of like Halloween, but even older.
So who's? All right.
It is called Psycho.
Who
It's-
is the like? Who is the horror
The guy
icon
in the dark?
inside Blair Witch?
the Blair Witch?
Are
Actually,
any
there really
of
isn't one
these
'cause-
from Blair Witch?
No.
No. I thought for sure they would be on this list somewhere.
Okay, we need a reset.
Okay, back to the guy because we're at the guy right in the dark, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the guy from Psycho, right?
I'm-
That's Norman Bates.
I would say let's put him at B
That
or
kind of
C.
looks like maybe the remake version.
I'll let you
This
guys.
is American
I'll put him in
Psycho?
the middle of B.
Okay, behind or in front of Jeepers?
Oh, I'm putting him
Behind.
behind Jeepers for sure.
Okay, yeah.
Because I don't know. Who
I know some old timers would probably like that because like he's like one of the classics, but
yeah.
the problem is a little after him is where like the big timers, Jason, Leatherface, those guys showed up. Now I'll admit this zombie scared the crap out of me as a kid. But
That looks
it's-
familiar.
I don't
It's
know who
from
this
that
is.
one. It's not Nights of the Living Dead. It might be like Return of the Living Dead. It's one of those movies. It's kind of a comedy horror. As a kid, it really scared the crap out of me. But watching it, I actually watched it like last year or something like that, and I actually enjoyed it. I liked him because I liked that movie because they made the joke on like how zombies eat brains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they had it set up where like if you said brains, they will charge at you. So there was scenes where like there was a scene where like an ambulance showed up at the what do you call that place in the cemetery where like they cremate the bodies?
The morgue.
Well, anyway,
The morgue.
anyways, they send an ambulance there because there you know how zombies came alive in the cemetery, so
Yeah.
they sent ambulance there. The cops were there a couple at a time. But anyways, the zombies, because it was kind of comedy, they got on the walkie-talkie and said like bring more guys. So there was a scene where a bunch of cops lined up their vehicles and they like 10 to 15 of them got out and then there was a zombie, but it looked like a cop who was waving, and as soon as they all got out the car, the zombies jumped out and killed all of them, and including the guy waving. He charged at him.
Oh my god.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. But anyways, this guy, that the picture right there, he was like in the basement of.
Did Guillermo disappear again?
Up, danger.
Oh my god, I'm back.
What's
Uh-oh,
up,
Guillermo's not back.
danger?
There's Guillermo.
What the flip? How long? What was the last thing you guys heard?
The last thing we heard was
He
you
was in the
talking about
basement.
this guy in the basement.
Oh, okay. So you didn't really miss much. I literally said like something 5 seconds, and that was it. Anyways, I'd put him at the end of B. It's just your typical zombies, but it's a comedy. So it's
Comedy
not-
zombie, you like it?
Yeah. No, I liked it. As a kid, it really scared the crap out of me, but.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, seeing as you're probably the only one that's seen it, I will have to agree with you.
Okay, and unfortunately, the next two, I don't know. I feel like one of them is supposed to be like Dracula. I don't know. They
Where did
look
we
like
put Jack Frost? Or did we not get to that yet?
We haven't got to
No,
him
no,
yet.
we haven't gotten to them yet. But
I
I'm
have
gonna be
my
honest with
shit all
you.
mixed up.
Does anybody know the next two?
I don't know either of these
One
guys.
kind of looks like Michael Jackson. No.
I feel like one of those two is
Really?
Dracula. Like they're supposed to be a Dracula. I guarantee you one of them is.
I
But the problem
don't
is I've
know.
never seen them. So they're both going to 90K.
One's
Yeah, I don't know who these
Frankenstein.
two are.
Okay.
And then we got the Jack Frost.
objections? I haven't seen it in a long time. He's kind of like a Freddy with his one-liners.
He honestly kind of scared the shit out of me.
I don't like the winner.
Very
so,
iconic.
So that's already a scare.
I at least know who he is, so I think that has to bring him up to at least C tier.
I'll put
You
him
know
in C
what's-
tier.
You know what's crazy? If this was like
Say
Christmas
back,
theme, he'd be
B.
like S tier. But because it's horror theme, Jack Frost ain't known to be scary. So you guys want to go A or B?
Iconic
I want to
tier.
put him at the top of C.
Top of C.
I'll say back of B.
Back of B.
Back
Back of B, back of B,
I'm-
back
I'm
of B,
okay
back
with
of B.
back of B.
Front of the zombie.
I'm
Front of the
okay with it.
zombie.
I'm
Put
cool
him in
with
front
it.
of the zombie.
Back of B, back of B, back of B, back of B.
All
Now,
right.
am I the
B.
only one that knows who this guy is?
Probably, because I
Who?
don't.
This
Frankenstein?
is from Lost Boys.
Oh,
Guys,
I've
where
never seen
they were vampires.
Did they get lost?
All right,
wait, hold
Guillermo,
on. Is it
discuss.
called Lost Boys? Hold up.
it.
Hold up,
Running.
Lost Boys. Yes, it is called Lost Boys.
Oh,
It's a 1988 horror movie.
All right.
I haven't seen Lost Boys in such a long time. The only thing I vaguely remember was like a family moved in. There was like a party in
spoilers.
It's all right.
there
Go
was
ahead.
there was like a party going on in like some type of like beachy area, and that's where the vampires were hanging out. And pretty much here and there they'd like kill people, capture them, stuff like that. And long story short, the main characters, they grouped up, they became friends, they drank the blood, and then the dude became a vampire. And then they didn't get along, so they ended up fighting him, something like that. And then they killed the vampires one by one.
I'll fight him.
So it was a good movie. I've never seen Lost Boys 2, but the first one was good. He's the main antagonist from the first one.
Is he a bad guy?
Yeah. The only reason why I was really creeped out was there was a scene where they were eating. You know how at the Chinese bowl they got that like bowl for the rice.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I don't want you to ruin Chinese for me now.
Well, anyway, am I here?
Yeah, you're here.
Okay, I keep hearing the notification. It's scaring me. But anyways, they were eating it, and because the guy, I think he just became a vampire. He was like imagining things, and then he got scared because it looked like he was eating worms.
Oh,
he dropped it on the floor.
Bro.
Yeah.
Throw him on the goop scale. What you give him?
Throw him on the goop scale. What you give him?
Uh-oh.
Bro.
He disappeared again.
Top what?
He disappeared.
Top what? No.
Why did he disappear?
This is just Discord and won't do that in the Xbox party.
He disappeared again.
Create an invite. Send it to.
They really, I think it's because we're doing something spooky. I think
that was a.
Am I here?
You're here. Yeah. What did you say?
Oh yeah, I just said top of C. You guys cool with that?
Okay, I put him at the top of C. I had the feeling you said that. Actually, it was funny. You were like,
where'd you put him at?
You were like, I think I'll put him at the top of, and then you disappeared. So, all right. Are there any you want to move around?
Kind of did that throughout the whole thing.
Yeah,
that's true.
We said we weren't going to.
Well, no, Melvin said he was going to at the end.
Well, I put them in order as well. I kind of put them in an order.
Yeah, I tried to just to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
The only reason why I would want to change things around, which I guess it's not that bad, is say like 1 or 2 tier lists had way too many people. But to be honest with you, to me, a lot of these guys don't deserve the D tier. So
I'm gonna be honest. I am too fucking scared to be looking at any of these people.
I'm gonna be honest.
I don't.
I think Pinhead should be ahead of Pennywise. I think that's the only change I would do.
All right,
I have Pinhead ahead of Pennywise.
Oh, I had him behind Pennywise.
Okay.
I can get down with that.
I think Pinhead should be ahead of Pennywise in A tier.
Oh man, if it wasn't for that It remake, man, they wouldn't have been a Pennywise in this tier list.
If there was no It remake, he would be at like C or D for me.
Nah, they probably wouldn't have been. I guarantee you, they wouldn't have put that '90s version of him.
Or
there's a reason why they
IDK,
put the remake.
Because
I know, right? Well, no, because I've seen the old It, so I couldn't have done that. And I'll tell you one thing: it sucked.
Hey.
All right.
Actually, no, I won't lie to you. He was kind of funny. I did like his jokes.
All right, so we good with this?
I am.
I'm gonna change the name of the top to from S to iconic.
Yeah,
they're just an icon living.
That's the only thing I changed on this tier list. But all right.
I wish Evil Dead would have done better. Like I would have loved more series of that Ash versus Evil Dead.
Oh yeah.
I would have loved more movies. I mean, who knows? They might make another one. Did that new one do good? Like, was there more positive to that?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I didn't really watch the critics to it, but it just seems like they. No, I did too. I don't think there's an Ash movie I didn't like.
Ash wasn't even in that.
I know.
Uber?
Or well, no, or wait, it's called Evil Dead. My bad.
They're not even all called Evil Dead.
Yeah, except for Ash versus Evil Dead. That one actually has Ash in it.
Even the remake.
I got something to say before you end it, Melvin.
Yeah.
No, the remake was the first one I seen, and I liked it.
All right, go ahead, Carson.
You either get gooped or live long enough to see yourself become the gooper.
All right. Round of applause. I like it. was good.
I can't clap because I was holding my mic.
I liked it.
There you go.
All right.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Goodbye.
No, end it.
I'm gonna do it right now.
Problem solved.
I gotta use that.
And happy Halloween.